How to fix GTA Online shutdowns caused by CPU overheating at 95°C. Welcome back to Technobalta. Today, we're diving deep into a critical issue plaguing many PC gamers, the dreaded system shutdown during intense gaming sessions, specifically in GTA Online, triggered by CPU temperatures soaring to a dangerous 95°C. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's your system's critical safety mechanism engaging to prevent permanent hardware damage, forcefully cutting power as temperatures approach the CPU's thermal junction maximum, often around 100°C. Imagine the frustration. You're deep into a heist setup, the action is intense, and suddenly, your screen goes black, followed by a hard reboot, leaving you with a sense of defeat and a potential loss of game progress. Visually, think of a high-contrast split screen. On the left, a dark, red-tone scene with a frustrated gamer staring at a Windows system error dialog, perhaps a critical process died or a generic "Windows has encountered a problem and needs to shut down" message, subtly indicating thermal failure. On the right, a bright, green-tone scene of a satisfied gamer, GTA Online running flawlessly, showcasing smooth gameplay and a perfectly stable system. Image overheat crash before after.png. Our guide will provide a comprehensive suite of professional technical solutions, moving beyond quick fixes to address the root causes of thermal instability. From essential hardware maintenance to advanced software optimizations, we will empower you to transform your gaming experience, ensuring your CPU operates within safe thermal limits and eradicating those frustrating shutdowns. Let's reclaim your gameplay stability and system longevity. Image cooling solutions overview.png. Reapply CPU thermal paste. Thermal paste acts as a crucial thermal interface material, facilitating efficient heat transfer from the CPU's integrated heat spreader, IHS, to the cooler's base plate. Over time, this compound can dry out, crack, or lose its conductivity, creating microscopic air gaps that severely impede heat dissipation. A fresh application, typically recommended every 6 to 12 months, will restore optimal thermal contact and significantly improve cooling efficiency. Image thermal postduplication.png. Thoroughly clean your PC case and components. Accumulated dust and debris within your PC case act as an insulating layer, trapping heat and obstructing airflow, particularly on CPU heatsinks, radiator fins, and fan blades. Using compressed air, meticulously clear all dust from these critical cooling components and fan vents to ensure unobstructed thermal exchange and efficient air circulation. This physical cleaning is fundamental to restoring your system's innate cooling capabilities. Image cleaning.png. Optimize case airflow and fan configuration. Proper airflow within your PC case is paramount for effective thermal management, requiring a balanced intake of cool air and exhaust of hot air. Ensure intake fans are strategically placed at the front/bottom and exhaust fans at the rear/top, creating a unidirectional flow to prevent hot air recirculation. Inspect fan RPM settings in your BIOS/UEFI or through dedicated software to maximize their cooling potential without excessive noise. Image optimized airflow.png. Upgrade your CPU cooler. The stock cooler often bundled with CPUs is typically adequate for basic tasks, but struggles under sustained high loads like gaming, especially with processors that exhibit higher thermal design power (TDP). Investing in a more robust aftermarket air cooler with larger heat sinks and multiple heat pipes, or a liquid AO, all-in-one cooler, can dramatically improve thermal headroom and stability. This upgrade provides superior heat dissipation capacity. Imagec Cooler Upgrade Options.png. Create a custom power plan in Windows. Windows default power plans might prioritize performance, allowing the CPU to consistently boost to high frequencies and voltages, thus generating more heat. By configuring a custom power plan, navigate to Processor Power Management and set the maximum processor state to 95 to 99% for both on battery and plugged in. This subtly limits the CPU's peak clock speed and voltage, reducing thermal output while maintaining excellent gaming performance. Image Windows Power Plan Settings.png. Disable CPU Turbo Boost, temporarily or permanently. CPU Turbo Boost dynamically overclocks your processor beyond its base frequency, providing burst performance but significantly increasing heat generation. Disabling it can be done via your motherboard's BIOS/UEFI settings or through utilities like Intel's XDU or Throttle Stop. This action sacrifices a small percentage of peak performance for a substantial reduction in CPU temperatures, ensuring stability during prolonged gaming sessions. Image Disable Turbo Boostability.png. Debloat Windows 10.11. Modern Windows installations often include numerous background services, telemetry, and pre-installed applications, bloatware, that consume CPU cycles and contribute to overall system heat. Utilizing PowerShell scripts or specialized debloating tools can disable these non-essential processes, freeing up system resources for GTA Online and reducing background thermal load. This optimizes your operating system for gaming performance and thermal efficiency. Image Windows Debloating Script Example.png. Adjust in-game graphics settings. While often seen as GPU-centric, certain graphics settings can heavily influence CPU load, especially in open-world games like GTA Online. Reducing CPU-intensive settings such as population density, extended distance scaling, shadow quality, and reflection quality can significantly lessen the processing burden on your CPU. Experiment with these parameters to find a balance between visual fidelity and thermal stability. Imagecta Online Graphics Settings.png. Update GPU drivers and chipset drivers. Outdated GPU drivers can lead to inefficient resource utilization, forcing your CPU to compensate, which in turn generates more heat. Similarly, outdated chipset drivers can hinder the motherboard's ability to effectively manage power delivery and thermal regulation for the CPU. Ensure both your graphics drivers, NVIDIA, AMD, and motherboard chipset drivers are updated to their latest stable versions for optimal system synergy and efficiency. Imagedreveriptitude.png. Optimize background applications and startup programs. Unnecessary applications running in the background or launching with Windows can consume valuable CPU cycles, even if subtly, contributing to higher base temperatures. Access the Task Manager's Startup tab and disable non-essential programs, and use Apps and Features to uninstall or disable background permissions for applications not actively in use during gaming. This frees up CPU resources and reduces passive heat generation. Image Windows Star 2 Paps Manager.png. Enable Windows Game Mode. Windows Game Mode is designed to optimize your PC for gaming by prioritizing game processes and suspending background activities. While its impact can be subtle, ensuring it's enabled in Windows settings, gaming game mode can help direct more CPU resources towards GTA Online, potentially reducing contention and sporadic load spikes that contribute to overheating. It aims to provide a more consistent gaming environment. Image Windows Game Mode Settings.png. Monitors CPU temperatures actively. Utilize real-time monitoring software such as HW Monitor, MSI Afterburner, or Core Temp to keep a constant eye on your CPU's core temperatures. This data is invaluable for identifying exactly when and under what conditions overheating occurs, helping you correlate specific in-game actions or system states with temperature spikes. Continuous monitoring empowers you to assess the effectiveness of each troubleshooting step you implement. Image XP Temperature Monitoring Software.png. Check and adjust virtual memory, paging file, settings. While primarily impacting RAM-intensive scenarios, inadequate virtual memory, paging file, settings can sometimes force the system to work harder, indirectly affecting CPU load. Ensure your paging file is set to System Managed Size on your fastest drive, preferably an SSD, to allow Windows to dynamically allocate sufficient virtual memory. This prevents performance bottlenecks that might stress other components. Image Virtual Memory Settings.png. Scan for malware and viruses. Malicious software can run resource-intensive processes in the background, consuming significant CPU cycles and generating excessive heat without your explicit knowledge. Perform a full system scan with reputable antivirus software to detect and remove any potential threats. A clean system ensures that your CPU's resources are dedicated solely to legitimate tasks and your gaming session. Image Antivirussoftware.png. Verify GTA Online game file integrity. Corrupted or missing game files can lead to erratic behavior, including unusual CPU usage patterns as the game attempts to compensate or repeatedly access problematic data. Use the Game Launcher, Steam, Epic Games Launcher, Rockstar Games Launcher to verify the integrity of GTA Online's game files. This process automatically detects and repairs any inconsistencies, ensuring the game runs as intended. Image Gamify Integrated Check.png. Ensure your PC is in a well-ventilated area. The ambient temperature surrounding your PC significantly impacts its ability to dissipate heat. Avoid placing your computer in enclosed spaces, against walls, or near heat sources. Ensure there's ample clear space around all intake and exhaust vents for optimal air circulation. Good environmental ventilation supports your PC's internal cooling mechanisms. Image Well-Ventilated Xatup.png. Adjust BIOS/UEFI settings for fan curves. Many modern motherboards offer advanced fan control options within their BIOS/UEFI, allowing you to create custom fan curves that adjust fan speeds based on CPU temperature. Configure a more aggressive fan curve to ensure your CPU and case fans ramp up effectively as temperatures rise, providing proactive cooling before critical thresholds are reached. This direct hardware control is very effective. Image BIOS fan curve settings.png. Disable Superfetch/SysMain Windows service. The Superfetch, now SysMain, service in Windows preloads frequently used applications into RAM to speed up launch times. While generally beneficial, it can sometimes contribute to background CPU activity, especially on systems with lower RAM or older storage drives. Temporarily disabling this service via services.msc can reduce background disk and CPU I/O, potentially lowering idle and load temperatures. Image Windows Service SysManager.png. Check for VRAM/GPU hotspots, indirect CPU impact. While the focus is on CPU, extreme GPU temperatures or VRAM hotspots can indirectly stress the CPU by radiating heat within the case and requiring more system resources. Monitor your GPU temperatures using tools like MSI Afterburner. Ensuring adequate GPU cooling complements CPU cooling by preventing the entire case from becoming a high-temperature environment. Image Temperaturemonitoring.png. Reinstall GTA Online and/or Windows. As a final, more drastic measure, if all other solutions fail, a clean reinstallation of GTA Online, or even Windows itself, can resolve deep-seated software conflicts or corruptions causing abnormal CPU behavior. A fresh operating system and game installation ensure a pristine environment free from accumulated software issues, providing the best possible foundation for stable performance. Image Windows Reinstallation Process.png. By systematically working through these deep-dive technical solutions, you're not just fixing a symptom, you're fundamentally enhancing your system's thermal management and overall stability. Consistent CPU temperatures below 90 C, ideally in the 70-80 C range under load, will ensure a smooth, uninterrupted GTA Online experience, preserving your hardware and your gaming enjoyment. Don't forget to follow Technobalta for more expert technical guides and insights.